Hi everyone, this is DivinePraise and this is MeetUp. So you're welcome to another episode of MeetUp, and today we're going to be looking at something really interesting. Today we're going to be looking at throwbacks. Now this is something that I've wanted to do from the very second episode of MeetUp, but it is what it is. We are here now. One of the things I hope to do by the end of this video is to also take out this opportunity to throw back on some of the people who made the very first edition of MeetUp a success. They practically are the people who were responsible for the joint birthing of MeetUp, if you will. But today let's just focus on our topic, and the topic for today is throwbacks. Now, a lot of us on social media are familiar with that word, throwbacks, and basically what it is casting your mind back on previous events or at some earlier time in your life, at some earlier experience in your life, and mostly we use pictures and videos and other articles to enhance our throwback experience. But our focus is going to be kind of a little bit different today, and which is why I decided to pre-record this post and put it on live, put it as a live post on Facebook and YouTube. I believe that way it will get more of us engaged, and we'll have the opportunity to throw in comments and thoughts about the entire idea of throwback. So our focus today is regarding to actually I would have called this memories, regarding to how we handle memories of earlier experiences we've had that are not so good, how we handle recollections of the past that don't seem to be so pleasant. Now this is where a lot of people miss it, and this is one of the things that makes life hard for a lot of people. Many times a lot of people don't know how to handle past memories that don't seem or feel too good with the right attitude, and as a result it weighs them down, it keeps them in depression, and it affects a lot of other things in their lives, their relationships, their attitudes to work, their attitudes to other people and other situations, and things just keep getting worse and worse and worse. Alright, so today I want to share with us 7 T's for a healthy throwback. And remember, when I'm talking about throwback, I'm not talking about a social media throwback. I'm talking about all of those times when you just have memories of the past, whether you want to or not. Now there's this popular saying, don't dwell in your past, move on, forget about the past, put the past behind you. Now that is accurate, especially when it has to do with refusing to let the past weigh you down. But the truth is that we can never literally forget the past. It will always keep coming back to us. And one of the mistakes, I think I should start with this, one of the mistakes that people make is trying to ward off memories of the past. No matter how much you do that, you would never succeed, except of course you have you had a loss of memory or something, and that's not what anyone's praying for, right? And it's even interesting to find out that a loss of memory is considered a sickness, because you're actually meant to have memories of good times and memories of bad times as well. And 3 things that happen to you when you try to run away from past memories are: 1, you begin to feel haunted, because the more you try to get away from past memories, especially those memories that are kind of negative, the more they keep coming back to you, and then you feel haunted. You feel like you're a hostage. Another thing that happens to you is that you begin to feel defeated, because you try to fight them off but they keep coming back. You try to fight them off but they keep coming back until you give in. And many times when we give in like that and feel defeated, it eventually degenerates to depression and moodiness and weakness and all of those things. A third thing that happens when we try to run away from our past, literally forget our past, is we begin to feel altogether disorganized and under unnecessary pressure. Because when you feel haunted and you feel defeated, you begin to feel disorganized, you begin to feel you are no longer able to coordinate yourself and articulate things. You're no longer able to see the clearer picture. You're just caught up in this web of memories that you are trying to run away from. So it is never healthy to try to literally run away from memories, especially when they seem to be negative memories. So today I want us to talk about 7 T's that can help us make the most of our memories, especially when they seem to be negative memories. I believe that with these 7 T's we can make our lives better, moving on, moving ahead, and we can get to experience some more freedom and release as we explore the beautiful life ahead of us. So the first thing I want to talk about is talk. Alright, talk. Whenever these memories get back to you, always feel free to talk about them. First, you could talk to yourself about them. Don't just feel it and say, oh please get out, I don't know. No, they'll keep coming. So sometimes you need to uncover the revelations that are hidden in those memories. Yes, if you think about them the wrong way, things could go wrong. But if you handle them the right way, things could actually get better for you. So one of the first things you want to do is talk about it. Talk to yourself about it. Just discuss with yourself about the memory, about the situation. Just like we do with social media throwbacks, okay? We like to talk about it. We like to tell the stories behind it. Remind yourself of the story behind it. Talk about it. Talk to someone about it. Talk to God about it. Just talk. Alright? And now the next thing we want to do, the next T, is truth. Truth. You want to tell yourself the truth about that particular memory. Don't delete any detail of that memory. Try to remember everything that came with that memory, both the things you did wrong and the things someone else did wrong and the things that just went wrong without anybody being the fault. Make sure you tell yourself the truth about the situation. And one of the things that telling the truth helps you to do is that telling the truth helps you to see where you might have gotten it wrong and how you can be better. Telling the truth helps you to see how things are different then from now. Telling the truth helps you understand the full picture, and telling the truth or seeking the truth about those memories helps you handle similar experiences that might try to surface in the future. If we don't tell ourselves the truth about some of our memories, some of the memories we have, we would always live in a lie, and each time we meet similar experiences, we'll keep failing, we'll keep handling the wrong way because we refuse to tell ourselves the truth. The next thing I want to talk about is think about it, and this is not just feeling. Don't just feel the memory, think about it. A lot of the reason why a lot of people think about have these memories and they feel down and depressed and weighed down and all of that is because they only feel it. They feel the sadness it brings, they feel the regret it brings, they feel the gloominess it brings, and they don't really take out time to think about it. You feel with emotions, but you think with your mind. You analyze the situation. You find out the entire mechanism behind the situation. Understand exactly what happened. And the thing about life is that as you move forward, you get to better understand the things that happened in previous times. So sometimes when these memories come back, it's an opportunity for you to think with the new knowledge you have, with the new experiences, with the experiences you've gathered so far in life, with the new things you've learned. It's really important that we put all those things together, bring it to the table, and think about these memories. And when we think about these memories, we can begin to uncover new discoveries from some of the things, some of these memories that makes our lives much more better. Moving on. Alright, so the next thing is take action. Alright, take action. Don't just sit back there and think about it or feel about it or talk to yourself about it or talk about the memory. Take some actions. The truth is that every time you get to remember any of these things, it's an opportunity for you to take an action in the positive direction. It's an opportunity for you to take an action to make things better. It's an opportunity for you to take an action based on the new things you've learned because you've been able to talk about this, tell the truth about this, and think about this. So the next thing you want to do is take actions. Each time you cast your mind back on memories like this, you don't just think about it, tell the truth about it, talk about it, and sit back with it. No, what shows that you've actually made good use of these memories is that you're about to take new actions, take new steps. You're about to try based on some of the things you've uncovered from the past. So take action. The next thing we want to do is trust. Alright, we must learn to trust God and trust that things will be fine. Okay, a lot of times when we think about when we get to have these memories of the past that are not so good, are times when we are also experiencing a not so good time at the moment. Many times when we tend to recall past memories that are not so good also happen to be the same times when we are facing other experiences at the moment that are not so good. So one of the things you want to do whenever you cast your mind back on past memories like this, at times like this, is to trust. You need to just trust God and trust that things will go on fine. While you're taking action, you just need to trust that things will be better. One of the things that trusting helps you to do is that trusting gives you the encouragement, the motivation to move on, to keep taking actions towards the positive direction. When you begin to lose faith, when you begin to lose trust, when your trust begins to go down, you discover you no longer find the energy and motivation to take action, to take necessary action to see that things get better. So learn to trust. Another thing you want to do with the memories, or whenever you get these kinds of memories, is to thank. That's the next T. Thank. Remember to be thankful for everything that has happened to you up until now, even the things that are not so good. Remember to be thankful for those who have shared whom you've had to talk with about these things, who have given you one kind of suggestion or the other. Remember to thank God for helping you to be even alive at this moment, to be able to recall those memories. Remember to thank God for the opportunities to be able to learn new things that has helped you understand these earlier experiences better. Just be thankful. Live a life of thankfulness and gratitude, and that's one of the things that helps us to find solutions much more quickly to situations on ground, especially when we find ourselves recollecting memories of the past that are not so good. Remember to be thankful. I think the strongest point about being thankful is that many times when we remember memories of the past that are not so good, we tend to feel sad. We tend to just feel bad about ourselves. We tend to feel annoyed with the world. Sometimes it happens. But the best thing you can do for yourself when you remember those experiences are to be thankful. To be thankful that you're still alive, to even have the opportunity to think about them, and that you still have a chance at life to make things better. If there are things that seem to be so dark and things that maybe memories of where you really messed up big time, you should be thankful that you have the opportunity to make things right. You know the saying, as long as there's life, there's hope. You should be thankful for life. And finally, the last T I'm going to talk about is tales. Tales, T-A-L-E-S. Get ready to tell your story. Trust me, it doesn't matter how dark you think your past must have been, and it doesn't matter how hurtful you think it is to have to deal with memories of the past that are quite dark, that are quite dirty, that are quite disgusting, that are quite abusive. It doesn't matter how painful it is to cast your mind back on those memories. One of the things you must understand is that if you've ever had such experiences that are strong enough to make you feel pain each time you remember them, then you have the opportunity to inspire people moving on in ways that you might never have imagined. There are a lot of people who might be going through similar experiences at the moment. There are a lot of people whom you're going to meet who might be going through experiences that are not even as terrible as the ones you went through. And the fact that you've been through these things, and the fact that you've been able to talk about them, the fact that you've been able to tell the truth about them, be sincere with yourself about them, the fact that you've been able to think about them and analyze them, the fact that you've been able to take actions concerning them, the fact that you've been able to think and trust about them, the fact that you've come this far, you've come to this point where you have mastered, where you seem to have mastered the situation, it puts you in a better position to inspire other people who might be going through similar experiences, other people who might be going through similar challenges. It puts you in a position to inspire them and give them a message of hope. I mean, many great people write stories of their dark past. They write it in books, they write it on blogs, they tell it as speeches, and these are great opportunities that your past could present you. So there you have it. When next you seem to be bothered with the memory of the past that is troubling or that is worrisome, you don't have to face it with a negative attitude. You could actually make the most of it and make your life better with it. So you can go ahead and talk about it, talk to God, talk to yourself, talk to someone. You can go ahead and tell the truth about it. Don't hide any detail about it. You can go ahead and think think about it. Don't just feel about it. Don't just feel the pain and feel the hurt and feel the sorrow, but go ahead and think about it. Think intelligently about it. With the experiences you have now, think about it. The next thing you want to do is what's the next thing again? Take action. Right, take action. Don't just sit down there, think about it, talk about it, tell the truth about it. Take action. Now that you've thought about it, there's definitely something that you've discovered about it, and there's definitely something you can do now to make things better and to see that similar experiences don't get to have the same negative impact on you any longer. And then next thing you want to do is trust that things are going to be fine. Trust that these memories will end up becoming something you could use for good. And then be thankful to the people who have taught you things that have helped you come out of those experiences. Be thankful to people who have given you suggestions and ideas that has helped you, live free from the pains and bondage of these memories, from the haunting and the feeding and disorganizing effect of these memories. And then finally, prepare to tell your story. Prepare to inspire someone else with your tales. Alright, don't just go around bearing tales of people's failures. Go around bearing tales of your own failures, of times in your life that weren't so good. Those tales can inspire a lot of people around you in ways that you never might be able to imagine. And I just want to encourage you today, when next you have the opportunity for throwbacks, let's use it well. Alright, so I want us to talk about this. I want to know what your comments are, what your thoughts are about throwbacks, about handling memories of the past that don't seem too good. Have you had experiences that you didn't want to talk about, you didn't even want to think about? How did you handle them, and how would you handle them now? Moving on, I want to know if this was helpful to anyone. Go ahead and share the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I remain DivinePraise, and remember, this is MeetUp. This is a meeting for uplifting. We have to get to talk about day-to-day issues, and hope that we'll be inspired to face life with a better approach, with a better attitude, and enjoy our lives even better as we discuss these day-to-day issues. Alright, I'm out. Alright, so I want to take out this time and appreciate, I don't want this to be long, so I'm going to take out time to just quickly and briefly appreciate 3 people. Yeah, this is 3 people that made the very first episode of MeetUp a success. Now, I wrote a brief summary about how MeetUp began on my website, so I'm not going to go into all of that, but it was interesting how it began. Nobody was thinking about MeetUp, but something just happened around December 31st, 2019 particularly. Something just happened, and then on the 1st of January 2020, we launched MeetUp. And so I want to take out time to appreciate my very own brother, Destiny Chibuzo. I want to take out time to appreciate David Uzoma. I want to take out time to appreciate Peace Owen. These 3 people contributed in different ways, and the MeetUp was just what it was. It was just awesome. I'll talk about it more on the website, so you can do also check a link in the description of the video to get to the website. But meanwhile, help me appreciate these people, and remember, make good use of the opportunities for throwbacks. How long is this video? Bye. I love you. Peace.